Okay, so now in this video we're gonna control the camera movement and the player movement using these two joysticks. Okay, so you can disable the camera manager, get back right here, and then click on game, then scripts, then player, and in the player we have this input manager script. So open it up. Let's scroll to the top, and at the top we have to add this package which is using Terry Squall, or I don't know how to pronounce it, but you have to add this. This package comes with the joystick package, okay? And in order to control the joystick, you have to add this at the top. Now we can scroll down. Okay, as you can see, we have this method right here, which is handle movement input, in which we handle the player movement and the camera movement. Okay, so now in order to control the player movement and the camera movement using the joysticks, we have to create a boolean first of all at the top, which will be a public boolean by the name of use mobile inputs, set it to true by default, since we are now working on this project in the on the Android platform. Okay, so in here what I'm gonna do now inside this method is I'm gonna copy this code. Actually, let's cut it. Okay, then add a if condition in which we're gonna say if we are using the mobile inputs. So if the mobile inputs is equals to true, then in this case what we're gonna do, we're gonna paste this code, but we need to change this right here now. So I'm gonna remove the movement input dot y, and instead of this I'm gonna now type virtual joystick dot get axis, and we want to get the vertical axis. Now let's do the same for the movement input.x. So remove that, type virtual joystick dot get axis, and we want to get now the horizontal axis. Okay, so now our first joystick will control the player movement. Okay, now for using the second joystick, okay, or you can say for making the second joystick control the camera. So for that, right here we're gonna remove camera input.x, and instead of this we're gonna type virtual joystick dot get axis, we want to get the horizontal axis, and now with this we're gonna add 1. Okay, so now the second joystick will control the camera movement x, and now for controlling the camera movement y we will say virtual joystick dot get axis, in the double quotes add vertical, and then at the end add 1. That is it. So now this will control the camera movement and this will control the player movement. Now if we are on a PC, then of course we want to control the camera movement using the mouse and the keyboard. So for that, add a else condition and just simply paste the code which we previously cut it from the top. Okay, just paste this code right here, and then we are good to go since this handle movement input is added in here. Okay, now you can just save the script, get back right here, and simply start the game in order to test the joysticks now. Okay, so once we have the start button, let's click on it. Here it is. Now as you can see, using this button, this joystick, we can control the camera movement, and then using this we can control the player movement, as you can see. Okay, and if you want, you can increase the camera rotation values. I'm gonna show you how you can change that values, but for now As you can see now, both of the joystick works for the movement and the camera. And with this done, let's end this video right here.